I'm going to try to finish this project up with some last little items. This really pretty paper with all of the lovely ladies on it, I didn't want to not include because I really love it, and it repeats many of the beautiful colors. And what I've decided to do is place this on the inside. Now on the inside of the box, I don't want to have a lot of bulk because I don't want to interfere with the cover closing. So I thought I would just share with you how I'm going about. The Tim Holtz ruler, by the way, has a metal side to it, and if you're going to use your X-Acto knife, then that's the side you should use. And I don't need to be exacto here. I'm just going to cut this so that it is straight, is what I'm going for. As far as the width and the length, it's not going to need perfection here. And you press down on the ruler. Try not to have to go back like I am, but I should sharpen my blade. And there you go. Nice straight cut without taking out a lot of other equipment. And then I'm going to be using the back side of this. And again, I'm just using my board here to make sure that everything's straight. And I'm gonna, let me see, I want to have about that much coming out on both sides because I'm going to use this to essentially frame. I'm gonna put my ruler on straight and approximate. With sewing, you're supposed to have a 1/4 inch seam allowance all the time. I always had trouble with being perfect with that. And then I figured out that if I stopped worrying about being perfect with a 1/4 inch seam allowance, I could actually get some sewing done. I think it's the same thing sometimes with paper crafting. Now, so I'm going to be using this as a backing paper. What I'm thinking though is I'm going to try to put a little bit of a gusset in this because this is going to turn into a very thin pocket. So I have no idea how this is going to work, but let me just go for it here and see what happens. So if I want it really thin, I think 2/8 will do it. 2/8 actually might be too much. I'm going to make it 1/8 and see what happens when I fold that over. So 1/8 on both sides. And then I'm going to, I'll go this way. That's the upside down, right. So I want this on the bottom. I'll put 1/8 on the bottom part of the paper. Well, actually, I am going to use that too. And this is very thin. So I'm just going to press up, slowly bring the paper around, and then press down that score line. There we go. And I'm going to do it on the edge here. Trying not to force it out of the score line that I went to the trouble of creating for myself. Like that. Do it again on this side. Okay. That one looks like it didn't quite stay on the score line that I made. So I want this very thin. I don't want it to be a big pocket because when I lay down the backing, when I close the cover, those little boxes on the inside are going to keep it. Yeah, it doesn't look perfectly even. I think this score line ended up smaller, but that's okay. It does not matter because this is all inside and I can still glue it just fine. I think I'm going to snip off the corner here. Is that the way I should go? Yeah. I think that's the way I should go. And right at that score line. I'm just doing this so that when I fold it over, I don't have that little extra square. I don't know, did I do 2/8 on one side and 1/8 on the other? Again, it doesn't really matter. As long as when I close this, I can get it to go around the edge like that. And even that being small won't matter. What does matter is how does it look on this? Yeah, not bad. I think that if I want it to be perfect, I would cut off a little bit more so that the border on all four sides. But to tell you the truth, it's not going to look bad if I leave a little extra on the top here as where you can slide things in. And I think I'm going to do that. I don't like being fussy sometimes. And what I have done since you last saw this, I simply laid the bottom paper on that I had done that original stamping. But what I noticed is this is just regular black cardstock, and as I was moving the box around, you know, it's very porous, and so the little crumbs or whatever were starting to get into the black paper. And I thought to myself, you know what? The ink is steadfast, it's doing well, but the paper itself, if it's going to be on the bottom and shift it around, I decided to just do 2 coats, quick spray, of this Shortcuts Hobby Craft paint. It's actually clear. So it's a paint, but it is completely see-through. It has a little bit of a sheen on it, and it has made it so that if something, you know, just a little damp spot or something was on the table when you put it down, it wouldn't necessarily soak through faster than you could wipe it off, and keep little crumbs and things from happening too much. I could put a few more coats on, but I just wanted to protect the paper because the paper's just regular cardstock and fragile, and I do want to be able to shift this around a lot. So anyway, hardware store, Home Depot or something is where I picked that up. I'm working here on the back, and the first thing I'm going to do is glue down this bottom layer. So again, I'm creating a little pockets on the inside, and one of the reasons I've decided to do that is because I want to be able to put some of the tags and things in it. And I checked, I don't know if I still have the envelope, but these are the perfect size for the small envelopes. What are those, the A2s? And what I was thinking is I can make some cards. I've been really into the whole stationery kit thing lately. I can make some cards, maybe some black envelope cards, and put some stationery together with this lovely paper. And especially, you know, for my customers who like Graphic 45, I like to send a little thank you. I can send them a little thank you out of here. I can keep my thank you cards in here. And up here, I can put a little list maybe of, you know, customers or favorites or whatever. I mean, if I decided to sell this, somebody else could use it as a little stationery kit. Alright, so now I've created these little mini gussets here, and just wanted to leave enough space so that I wasn't tugging too hard if I pull things in and out, that the paper wasn't lying down completely flat. And I'm just going to put a little in that corner so that that would seal. As a matter of fact, I can see I want to take just a snip off the corner here. And I don't think, no, that one was too small to bother. Okay, so let me put a little more glue here. I don't want it to seep out too much, but I do want this to hold down steadfastly. Alright, now I'm just going to put this so that the borders on 3 sides are approximately the same, and I have that one little extra. Okay, and we have the gussets there, so I'm going to have to get that to fold down first. There we go. And again, they're not, I would have had to do 2 score lines to create an actual real gusset. Just lift it a little, just a tad. Here we go with the perfection thing again. And I have my wipe here so I can get any glue that's coming out and give it a good press. Okay, so I don't want to fuss with that too much while it's drying. There. So there is now a little pocket here that gives me a little bit of room, but doesn't create any bulk down here. And then I have decided to take some of the tags and pockets, and I'm going to pop out. This is the tags and pockets that goes with the paper pad. There we go. And that is pre-scored, so I'm just going to put that to the side for a second because I'm going to take another one. I'm going to take this pocket over here, and I'm just going to form these. Get my bone folder back out again. And just use those score lines that, gosh, that paper is so pretty, that comes with this. Hopefully I've done that correctly. And now I'll just... So there's one pocket. Get this other one done. Gluing. Some glue over here. Some glue down here, and yes, I think this is supposed to go on the outside, but I'm just putting it on the inside because of the direction that I want this pocket to go in. Alright, that one's all sealed up. Cute little pocket. And for this one, again, I think I could do it that way, but I want this side showing, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to glue this on the inside, so we'll kind of lose that pretty decoration, but what I'm going to do with this, I'll lose it anyway. Alright, so I'm going to close that up, and again, you should come over and seal, but it's because of the way that I want to use the paper. I want that side showing, and you're only going to get to see one side. And I'm going to glue up this pocket. Now I have my pockets on the inside, 2 pockets on the inside there, and I can keep extra envelopes and things in there if I wanted to. I'm gonna finish the outside top, and I have this really pretty gold flower applique. The way that I have decided to place this. So remember I said that this is slightly larger on that side than on this side, and that I believed I had a fix for it, so there it is. Oh, I think that looks lovely on there. Pretty gold flower applique. And lastly, I have, thanks to Marla H., who gifted me some of this. I didn't have any of that. Thank you, Marla. I'm going to just finish off the 4 corners. With one in each corner. So these are nice little gold doodads to finish off the corners. But essentially, that's it. And I'm really pleased with the way that that ribbon looks and how I can see the entire Enchanted Forest. I love this. I tried a couple of different things for the borders, And I really just liked the way the box was framed with the pretty ribbon on the top and the bottom, and found that that was just distracting. And the whole thing is papered in black, so it doesn't really need it. And when I took a look at this box all together, when I just laid it out, opened it up, and took a look at it like this, which I don't know if I can get all in frame, I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I have to do another project in this paper because it is so pretty. And I have my little pockets on the inside, and this is perfect for, and I think I'll just take an envelope and show you what I'm speaking of. So these smaller envelopes, I'm thinking I'll put this size with black cardstock, black envelopes and black paper cards that I could make. And up here I could keep little lists or something with addresses and things like that. Or, I don't know, maybe somebody else will, if I decide to move it along and share it. Really should let the glue dry before I do this, but at any rate, that is it. That is my finished Enchanted Forest project, and I hope you enjoyed seeing me put it together. And like I said, I'll be back. I'll put a video up ahead of time, and you know, people can just check it out if they don't want to watch the whole tutorial. In the meantime, thank you very much for hanging in there and watching, and you should definitely do a project like this. It really didn't take that long. If I wasn't filming, I could have gone even faster, but filming does add a little bit of production thought needed. So, till next time, everybody, this is Kathy from Huckleberry Herbs and Art. God bless.